Wow.
All started way back in 1912 when you were just a kid. With the construction of the Denman Arena, affectionately known as The Pile, and thousands of curlers have hurried hard up and down the pebbled ice of the Vancouver Curling Club since. And while the 2010 Winter Olympics and the move to the Hillcrest Community Centre have boosted participation numbers, the club hopes to grow the sport even more during its centennial season. Now, Keith Switzer is here, and is Catherine Lemon-Gardner, both members of the Vancouver Curling Club. Keith been curling for more than 50 years.
Indeed.
And he's the former president of the VCC. Catherine just started about a year ago.
Yeah, sure did.
Way to go. Now, Keith, welcome. You've been playing the game competitively, recreationally since you were a boy. What kept you in the game so long?
It's the excitement of physical activity and mental challenge.
And how popular was it when you first started?
It wasn't broadly played. It was narrowed down in the community. You had to know where the club was, but it was one of the few sports that was accessible throughout the province and throughout the country.
How has the club changed since you joined it a number of years ago?
It's changed in several ways. One is it's more diverse, it's more open, more accessible, and I think there's a broader awareness or growing awareness in the community.
Now, Catherine, there are plenty other winter sports you can become involved in. Why did you choose curling?
A bunch of my friends were curling, and I was looking for something to do in the winter that was nearby and a lot of fun, something I could get better at.
And I think you just touched on one of the key points, a bunch of my friends, because it is a very social sport.
It really is. I've definitely enjoyed meeting all the people in the club as we curl. And one of my favorite aspects of curling is that when I'm struggling out there on the ice, an opponent or a team member will just help you. Even if you're playing against them, they'll give you pointers and tips and help and really just want you to succeed and want you to do well.
What was it like the first time you stepped on the pebbled ice?
It was a little scary. It's you definitely try really hard not to fall for quite a while, and then after about a month and a half,
took me less than a minute.
After about a month, you get complacent, and you think you're a rock star, and you're not, and you definitely fall after about a month.
Keith was just laughing at both of our expenses because Keith, one of the first things they said is, "What the heck do I need a slider for? I can fall down quite easily on my own
without it." Yeah,
exactly. But it is a very social sport, and it did have. It suffered through an identity crisis for a long time here. A lot of people thought, yeah, we had to be a nerd to be a curler. But then the Olympics happened and became an Olympic sport. And we saw it played at the highest competitive level. And all of a sudden it became cool to be a curler. Do you agree with that?
I think so, yeah. There's an opening because of the Olympics, for sure. It's a real opportunity for us. The challenge is, as Catherine was mentioning, that it doesn't come easy. You have to spend the time to acquire the skills on the ice, as you know, and it's a physical commitment of the entire body that is difficult to control on a sliding surface.
Yeah, it was easy to get down when getting up's a whole other issue now. The older you get, the more difficult it is.
But there's a physical element. I've always thought that curling was a bit like dance, in that you are using your muscles fluidly on the ice surface, and then you're challenging your head in a game of chess on the ice.
It is very much a chess game. Now, Catherine, you're athletic. You've been involved in other sports.
I am, yes.
Summer sports and whatnot. What is it you like about curling?
I really actually enjoy the mental challenge. Curling is about consistency and executing the same shot consistently and executing it well. And that is a challenge that, to me, has not grown old, and probably will not for quite some time. So I really enjoy that. And then, as Keith mentioned, the sort of chess game aspect as well is fascinating to me.
What's it like curling at the same club with grizzly old veterans like Keith here?
It's
you can
fantastic.
say that because he's a curler. He'll laugh.
Yeah, right.
No, it's great. And the wealth of experience that they have and are willing to share is quite lovely.
And what do you say to those people who say, curling, that's not really a sport?
I say, come out and try it.
Exactly.
I will change your mind.
Keith, has it changed any since I started when we still had the old corn brooms? Yeah. That's how old I am. And I'm sure you curled with corn brooms as well.
As I did, yeah.
Has it taken away from you to think that now we can't hear the slap, 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 we hear the scrub, scrub, scrub instead?
Yes. The color was fantastic because of that extra volume out there. And there was a synergy, I guess, of two sweepers going down the sheet with the vocal or the noise impact and the beauty of motion. But that's not visible, and you don't hear anything out there at all when people are sweeping. A few hurry hards, for sure.
That's right, yeah. And the Howard family's done all they can to
help that.
Yeah. Do you have any people that love to bellow at VCC?
Oh, there's a few, yeah. We have earplugs commissioned every now and again for that purpose. Yeah.
Well, you've both got huge smiles on your face, which I've seen on many curlers' faces. So it is a fun sport, very social sport, and happy birthday to the Vancouver Curling Club.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Keith Switzer and Catherine Lohman-Gardner, both members of the Vancouver Curling Club. Keith has been curling for more than 50 years. Catherine's still a newbie, but I don't think she's going to be a newbie very long because she is athletic and she loves the game and the social aspects of it. Both of them celebrating the 100th anniversary of the Vancouver Curling Club. It is now 12 and a half minutes before 7 o'clock. Now.